Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Weeza and welcome back to my world. And in today's video, we're going to do a baby pink flirty smoky eye moment using Morphe 35XO palette. I am in love with this palette. To begin this look, I'm starting off with my Summer Friday jet lag mask, followed by my Milk Hydro Grip primer, tapping it onto the face till we get nice and tacky. Going in next with the Milk Kush brow gel. Guys, this brow gel is unreal. I got it at the VIB sale and I've been obsessed with it. So I'm just running it from the top of my brow to the tails, and then I'll go in with some pencil in a bit. Next, I'm going to pick up my cutest concealer and then blend it in as my eyeshadow base. So here is the 35XO Morphe palette, and look at how beautiful these shades are. Look at these mauve tones, look at these brown tones. I'm in love with all of them. That shade right there, Kiss Me, she's the inspiration for the look today, so shout out to her. I just love this whole color story, so if you're looking for something like this, I highly, highly recommend this palette to you. Starting on the eye look now, so I'm going to use the shade Come Here Often, and as always, I'll always have the palette on the side of the screen here so you can follow along. So I'm taking that shade and packing it onto the lid and just kind of creating a clear canvas for the next shadow application. Dipping into the shade Just Friends, I'm going to grab my blending brush and just blend it into the crease and create a nice transition shade with it. Using the same brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Touchy Feely and go in and blend out that crease some more and help bring those rosy tones in. This shade is so unique and so beautiful. It's like a brown mauve. That's the best way to explain it. It is one of my most favorite shades in this palette. Now with a more dense, fluffy brush, I'm going in with the shade Talk Feelings, which is more of a darker rose shade. And I'm just going to go in and darken up that crease a little bit more. Bringing in that dark rose tone really helped define the eye and make them pop. Grabbing the darkest shade in the palette, which is a really deep chocolate brown called Make It Official, we're going to create a wing with a small liner brush just to the outsides of our eyes. This is going to create a very smoky effect, a very flirty effect versus a very harsh, thick black wing. Dipping back into that brown shade, I'm going to grab a pencil brush now and blend out that line that we just made on our eyes, really smoking it out and creating a flirty effect. And then I'm going to grab a dense brush and Talk Feelings again and just pack that into the crease and darken up that wing and smoke out that wing and blend it out even more. Time for a little bit of shimmer. So using that Kiss Me shade that I mentioned before, I'm just grabbing a brush and I'm packing it all over the lids, from the front to the back, up into that crease area, and just packing it on until I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go back later and pack even more onto it, but I just wanted to get a feel for what these glitters would look like. Next, I'm grabbing my cutest concealer and I'm literally packing this on underneath my eye. I'm grabbing my doe foot applicator and really carving underneath that eye, carving out that smoky line that we did, just to make sure that it's really defined. And as that concealer sets, I'm just going to grab my brow pencil and draw in hair-like strokes in the front parts of my brows as well as the tails. Just blending out that concealer with my beauty blender now, taking a lot of care into just blending out that under eye, right where we carved out that smoky eye. And then setting it all up with some translucent powder. Using my Milk Liquid Blur Foundation, I'm applying it directly onto the face because it is quite liquidy and you only need a little bit. A little bit does go a long way with this foundation, which I really, really love. And I began to blend it out with a beauty blender. I then changed over to my Morphe Buffer Brush because I felt like it made a smoother application onto the skin. Your skin literally looks like glass with this foundation. I'm absolutely obsessed and I really, really, really love it. Grabbing my Maybelline concealer now, I'm just brightening up the face. I feel like I needed a little bit more dimension, so I'm just grabbing my Morphe blending brush and I'm just buffing that into the skin. Back to the eyes now, I'm just grabbing a brown pencil liner and going over that smoky line that we created before. This is just going to intense it up a bit more. And then I'm going to grab a pencil brush with that same dark brown shade, make it official, and smoke it out and blend it out even more. Now that I'm happy with the way that wing smoky brown eyeliner that we got going on looks like, I'm grabbing more of that Kiss Me shade and I'm packing it onto the lid, and also grabbing that Kiss Me shade and running it down to the lower lash line. And to finish up the lower lash line, I'm going to dip back into that Just Friends, that warm brown transition shade that we worked in our crease, and run it down to the lower lash line and just blend everything together. Next, we needed some inner corner shimmer, some inner corner pop. So I went in with the shade Your Mauve. It's kind of like a baby pink shimmer champagne color, and I'm just packing it onto the inner corners. Time for mascara and lashes. Boom! Looking beautiful, a nice flirty, fluttery lash. And after you put on lashes, I swear the eye looks change sometimes, so I just got more of that Your Mauve shade and I packed it into the inner corner. I wanted a more natural, effortless contour, so I'm just going in with my Fenty cream bronzer and just lightly contouring my cheekbones, my jawline, my forehead, my nose, the usual spots. Keeping with the cream theme, I'm going to use my Fenty cream blush, this time in a stipple brush, placing it just above that cream contour and blend it out with a beauty blender. And no look is complete without highlighter, so I'm using my Milk Flex highlighter and placing it on the high points of my face, so my cheekbones, underneath the brow bone, and my nose. A little highlight check to see if she's glowing. Oh yeah, weeza approves. For the lips, I'm taking my melted liquid lipstick in the shade Queen Bee, and it's like the perfect kind of mauve-y pink. And I'm going to top it all off with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss and blend it in with my finger. And set it all in place with the Milk Hydro Grip setting spray. And that is the finished look, a baby pink, flirty, smoky eye moment using the Morphe 35XO palette. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you on my next one. See ya!